Hello friends, and welcome back to another video. In today's video we are doing my balance the bookshelf for the month of August. So all the books I read versus the books that I hauled. I left my stack of read books over there. Just a second. Now I think we're ready to go. Compared to past months, I did pretty well this month. You will see that I bought a lot less books than what I usually do, so that is a plus. However, I have been in the biggest reading slump of my life, so I also read less books than I usually do, which is not a plus. Also, in the background, we got a new cat, and she, I'm not quite sure exactly what it is yet, is rambunctious and makes a lot of noise, so if you hear that, I'm sorry. Alright, so let's just get straight into it. So we started off the month at 405 books on the TBR. I know, a lot. I know, trust me. So first we have, I read Feathers So Vicious, which brought us down to 404. And then my pre-order for the next book in the Crowns of Nyaxia series came in. So The Fallen and the Kiss of Dusk, which brought us back to 405. We read Shadows So Cruel, which brought us down to 404. And we also read Five Broken Blades, which brought us down to 403. And then my Book of the Month box came, and I got two books this month in the Book of the Month. First of all, I got the pretty special edition of Immortal Consequences. I'm really excited to get to this. That's some nice textured end paper. Anyway, so we got this, which brought us up to 404. And then I also got a true crime, which is The Man No One Believed, the untold story of the Georgia church murders, which brought us up to 405. My pre-order for Accomplice to the Villain came in, which brought us up to 406. And then I finished the Don't Let Me series by Kelsey Rabbitt writing Don't Let Me Down, which brought us to 405. I also finished Normal People, which brought us down to 404. I think this is where my slump started kind of setting in, because I forced myself to finish this instead of DNFing it, and 404. Then I got The Faking Game by Olivia Hale, which brought us up to 405. And then my pre-order of On Wings and Blood came in. On Wings of Blood by Briar Boleyn, and this brought us up to 406. And then my pre-order of Love Arranged came in, and this brought us up to 407. I can go ahead and add this to the cart because I am caught up on this series now. So this is the next one that I gotta read. And then my pre-order of Wyatt by Jessica Peterson came in, which brought us up to 408. Once again, I find myself having not put down a book that I read, so here we go. We're going to see if these numbers, if I get messed up with these numbers like I did that last time. Alright, then I read this 7-Year Slip, which brought us down to 407. And I read Problematic Summer Romance, which brought us down to 406. And then my Barnes trip from my Week in My Life video happened. And we got, which in that video, woo, we got 5 books. I got The Jasad Heir, Warrior Princess Assassin, Glorious Rivals, Summer in the City, and Oath Bound, and that brought us up to 411. And then my pre-order of Devoted came in, which is the 3rd book in the Beneath the Mask series by Luna Mason, and that brought us up to 412. Because I got the 2nd book at Barnes, I needed the 1st one, and I got The Grandest Game by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, which brought us up to 414. I ordered, well, my pre-order for Direbound came in, Direbound, which brought us up to 415. Finished Room Hate, which brought us down to 414. Ordered Black Ties and White Lies by Kat Singleton, which brought us up to 415. And then my Fairy Loot box came in, and I'm really sad because the dust jacket is bent. But this month's book was Calabasas by R.F. Kuang. This brought us up to 416. And y'all, this book is gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Like, look at that reverse dust jacket. And then I'll show you the end papers on the other side. I sent them an email about the dust jacket. I don't think they're going to replace it, but it was worth a shot. So yeah, I'm getting excited for this book. This wasn't one that I had on my radar, but because I still have Yellow Face by R.F. Kuang on my TBR. I read Babel. So, yeah, I'm really excited to read this and see how I like it. Anyway, so that is our Balance the Bookshelf for the month of August. Thank you so much for watching. I know this was a short one. Like I said, I didn't read a whole lot in August because I was in a book slump, and then I didn't buy a whole lot because I am trying to cut the habit of buying every book that I want and read the ones that I have, and I'm trying to save money as well by not buying every book that I want or that I see on, you know, BookTube or Book Talk and all that. But anyway, yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you have not already subscribed to my bookish community, it would make my day. Don't forget to like this video, and also leave me a comment down below. What is a book that you bought in the month of August? My cat is clawing at my booty. Stop! But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one.